Hey there, team. I hope you enjoyed our team call yesterday on Monday. I thought Sean O'Carroll had some fantastic tips on how to convert leads to appointments, the 72 sold leads you received to appointments. So Sean, in case you don't know, was our 72 sold Phoenix sales leader in the month of May and also #1 in the state of Arizona with 21 sales. So this guy knows what he's talking about. So some of his tips: you get a lead, and the #1 thing that Sean said is speed to lead. And think about it. When you reach out, you inquire about something, an hour later you're off thinking and doing something else. So the idea that somebody would go to your website or a corporate website, however you get the lead, and then put in their name, their address, and answer the questions, and then for you to get back to them like 4 minutes later, 6 minutes later, their head is still probably in it. So speed to lead, you know that. Tip #1. Tip #2, Sean pointed out how he calls them immediately, doesn't send them a text, and doesn't slide out with a voice message, but he calls them right away, and sometimes they pick up and sometimes not. Now, here's the really cool tip. I thought if they don't pick up, oftentimes it might be because they would see a strange number and think it was a solicitor. It happens to me all the time. Bet it happens to you too. So what Sean does is he'll call. If they don't pick up, he does not leave a voice message on the first call. He tries back like 15, 20 minutes later. He says he has a very high percentage of them picking up then. Why? Because they see that same number calling again, and they wonder if something has happened, it's a friend, or somebody's calling about a friend, or something, it's just a strange number, so they're more likely. I know I would be if I see a strange number a second time 15 minutes later, I'm probably going to pick that up. That I thought was a fantastic tip. So make that second call. Don't leave a voice message the first time. Now, when they do pick up, Sean does pretty much the normal in terms of introducing himself, thanking them for requesting a price on his home on the 72 sold website, and that could be, again, your website or the corporate website. And then, rather than saying, hey, I'll be in the neighborhood this afternoon valuing homes, glad to stop by, take a few minutes, and I'll give you a price on your home, he engages them in a conversation by asking them if they have, he'll say, I'm doing the online research, I'm in the process of valuing your home, and I wonder if you could just take a minute or two, if this is a convenient time, and share anything you've done recently that I might not be seeing in terms of remodeling or improving your property. Sean said he gets a huge engagement back on that, where people will say, well, yeah, I've done this, or I've done that, or I've done this, or whatever. Very few say nothing, but if they say nothing, that's fine too. So what Sean pointed out was that gets him involved in a conversation with them. Then he naturally segues over to, after they share that, he says, great, the last step is for me to come by, take a quick look, and I'll give you a price on your home. And he does the same thing that we teach otherwise. So what Sean says is he gets a higher percentage of people saying yes to the appointment once he engages with them, gets to know them on the phone by talking about their home. So I thought those were fantastic tips that Sean shared this morning in terms of converting leads to appointments. You might give them a try, because you can have a better mousetrap. And at 72 Sold, we do have a better mousetrap. We have a better way to sell homes, a way that helps sellers sell not only more conveniently, but clearly increases the probability they'll sell at a higher price. So we do have a better mousetrap, and we can market it so that we get engagement, and all that's great too. We have got the message to get that done. But what comes in between the marketing and the listing appointment is your ability to convert that lead to an appointment, and I thought Sean shared some great tips this morning to get that done.